let's talk Super Mario Brothers, the movie. There has been a gazillion reviews of this, all of them unforgiving and out to annihilate the film where it stands. How dare they fuck up Mario? How could they mess up something as classic as Mario?
Whoa!
Ow! This live-action adaptation of Nintendo's iconic plumber is certainly a messy, silly movie. The plot follows Mario and Luigi as they enter a parallel dimension where people have evolved from dinosaurs and settled in only one city in the world. They go there in order to save a young archaeologist called Daisy, who is in fact a princess who was dropped off by her mother in our world because... Wait, let's not get too detailed on the story. There's just too much dumb to get through, and chances are you've seen the movie already.
Slime bucket.
Mario is played by Bob Hoskins, whose New York accent is... how do I put this?
The only thing miraculous I know is that we're still eating.
It's not good.
Hey.
At least he looks like the character he's portraying, which is more than I can say for John Leguizamo as Luigi or Dennis Hopper as King Koopa. Or the whole Mario universe for that matter. Indeed, Koopa's parallel dimension looks more like Mega City 1, the futuristic city from Judge Dredd, than the classic Nintendo games. A lot of people criticize how different this movie is from the games, but to be fair, have you ever played a Super Mario game? It's insane. Everything has eyes, you turn into a raccoon, you turn into stone, you inflate with mushrooms, throw giant eggs at animals, fight dinosaurs, and a whole army of God knows what. It's bonkers, completely surreal. It's a freaking video game. And yet somehow people were expecting something visually close to the actual game? How? Then again, there is a Tetris movie in the works. The horror. Here's my point, they probably shouldn't have even attempted to make this film, but they did, and you know, they tried to make it as plausible and realistic as possible, so I think that deserves some merit. They knew making a film of Mario similar to the game would have been impossible, so they gave it a go and grounded it in the real world. Sort of. The alternative, I think, would have been worse. Even if they had gone for the probably better adventure genre rather than sci-fi, how the hell would you explain a plumber being there? I guess you wouldn't bother explaining it since everybody knows what Mario's about, but it would still be weird to see in a live action form.
I need the rock.
So anyway, is it a good film? No, I wouldn't go that far. Is it a bad film? Most of it is pretty bad, yeah. I mean, it's kind of cliched and silly, and parts of it are quite clunky. The script, but especially the dialogues, feel like they were rushed through without much thought process. Characters just say stuff we either know already, or can clearly see. No shit, I hadn't noticed this was a ba-bomb. Thank you, Dennis Hopper.
2 arms, 1 head, 2 legs.
Yep, that's a human, alright.
Monkey!
Oh, is that a monkey? I thought this was the screenwriter. Sorry, my bad. Some things did piss me off about this movie growing up, and they still do. Like, how hard is it to put a mustache on Luigi? Seriously, how hard is it? Here, I can do it. There! There's your damn mustache. You're welcome. Another thing is those stupid suits. Why are they red and yellow? Stick to red and green, will ya? They do it later on, so why wouldn't they keep that motif going? They could have also kept the original game music. Not the 8-bit original, obviously, but like an orchestral version. Because the music they use in this film is insufferable. It's honestly maybe the worst score ever written. I'm not even kidding. The action is constantly underlined by this whimsical theme that sounds like it belongs in a Beethoven sequel or something, and I can't stand it.
Luigi!
Those 2 comedy sidekicks are also a pain in the ass. There's really no need for them, and by the end, the film just gives up on trying to make them useful, so they flat out leave the movie.
The Super Koopa Cousins.
Here's a tip for next time. Don't have them there. Oh, and what the hell is Dennis Hopper doing? His King Koopa is an obsessive-compulsive dictator who walks like a T-Rex, sounds like Dr. Evil, spends his time ordering pizzas, dipping his hands in something, bathing in mud, de-evolving people, and being a pervert. Why couldn't he have just been a dinosaur, dare I say, like Bowser?
Stupid.
I guess they wanted him to be evolved as opposed to the de-evolved Goombas, who look nothing like Goombas by the way, but that plot point wasn't even part of the game, so why even follow it this closely? And I have no idea who this villainess is meant to be in the games, but like the two sidekicks, there's really no need to have her there. Oh, and that guy's meant to be Toad, really? How is he Toad? Because of his hair? That's stupid. They didn't even try with that guy. Put a hat on him at least, for God's sake. Oh, and the less said about Big Bertha, the better. That's not a fish. That's a lady. A big lady? Definitely not a fish though.
Dance with me.
I should also mention that the ADR and the editing throughout is a disaster. It's like they wanted characters to talk and move constantly, so they filled every second with more and more dumb crap in order to hide the film's obvious shortcomings. Maybe they were scared of losing the younger viewers if they didn't throw something at them non-stop. Alright, so complaints and nitpicks aside, if you look at this movie as nothing more than just a normal kids film, it's okay. Average, yes, but by no means the worst thing ever. I think as a kid I found creative how they translated things from the game into the real world. Mushrooms become fungus, jumping high becomes thwomp boots. I could see what they were trying to do.
Trust the fungus.
Like it or not, it's hard to deny that the film is entertaining, even pretty funny in places. Mostly whenever Dennis Hopper is on screen. He is just so bizarre and over the top, you can't help but love him in this.
I'll kill that plumber!
The film's got decent special effect, as well as some bad ones, granted. An always watchable Bob Hoskins as Mario, and as a nostalgic oddity, you could do a lot worse. It's kinda like the Street Fighter movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme. It's not good, in fact it gets it all pretty much wrong, but once you put it on, something about it makes it hard to turn off, you know, it's a fascinating mistake, a guilty pleasure. Sure, it's silly and kinda stupid at times, but for an adaptation of an unadaptable game, in live action form anyway, at least they tried. If I had to rate it honestly, objectively, I would give it 2 Luigi mustaches out of 5. Oh, go on then, add an extra one in there for me, for old time's sakes. Now where's my pizza?
Waha!